Hi folks, Kilt-Man here. Well, I'm kind of a non-Kilt-Man today because, as you can see, I'm wearing my blue boiler suit. My Michael Myers Halloween 2018 boiler suit. And pretty soon I'll be wearing that bad boy there when I go down in a couple of hours' time to go and see the movie for the first time. Woo! But before then, as a little treat for, all you Halloween Michael Myers buffs out there, the soundtrack to the new movie has been released, composed, performed by John Carpenter and his son Cody, and another guy, who have been touring the world the last couple of years, really. They've released a couple of albums of new themes, and an anthology album of all the main movie score themes. And Carpenter, without a doubt, put synthesized film scoring on the map. During the 70s and early 80s, he was an iconic spearhead for this kind of musical endeavour. His soundtracks to the likes of Assault on Precinct 13, with this phenomenal bass line, which is still used in massive DJ remixes, the world over. Obviously Halloween, The Fog, Escape from New York, my favourite. Big Trouble in Little China, Prince of Darkness, Christine. He didn't do The Thing, by the way. That was Ennio Morricone. And Ennio Morricone, because it was a John Carpenter film, went and did it in a John Carpenter style. So it was all very minimalist and very sounded synthesized, although it was actually an orchestra doing it. So, wow. But he provided the soundtrack to many people's youth, and nostalgia obviously plays a huge part in this. But it isn't just a soundtrack of my youth, it's a soundtrack of my life. I always listen to John Carpenter stuff. I love fully orchestral scores with an absolute passion. But it's probably his scores that really made me sit up and take interest in the way that movies sounded, the way that movie music worked. And, very often I'll enjoy the score more than the film. And I'll certainly play the score more than I'll ever watch the particular film. Anyway, Sacred Bones has released the new soundtrack. And if I'm allowed to play this, and fingers crossed that we get through with this, because you know what YouTube's like. I'm going to play you a track called Halloween Triumphant. What a great title. Now this is quite an epic track. It's like 7.5 minutes. But what it does, it must play over the end titles, I presume. It has to. There's no other place it could fit in. But you'll hear the iconic main theme in its new modernised, revamped version, which works. You'll hear the electric guitar comes in. I was a bit iffy about that to begin with, because it does add a different slant to it, I think. But the more I've heard it, the more I've customised to it. But what I like about this is it's broken down to several different segments, but it's a relentless build, and he has this almost Hans Zimmer-esque Batman Begins style ticking clock element to it. But he also brings in one of his great soundtracks for the film The Fog. Again, the music was very Halloween derivative, you could say, but it had its own unique angle and unique spin, and it had a very sort of glacial sound to it, and he brings that in. So in actual fact, a lot of this score, and this track in particular, I'm reminded of The Fog, perhaps more than Halloween. But there's also hints of his themes for Christine, elements of Big Trouble in Little China creep in there as well. It's just brilliant. Without further ado, let's get on this. And I'll try not to interrupt too much. Halloween Triumphant. pentatonic, 4/5 beat. Carmen to learn from his dad and playing the bongos. I've got the piano in there. The original score used the piano. Halloween 2 then went pure synth. This is synth and piano. Electric guitar. In a minute. That beat. Does that work? Do you like it? I'm still getting used to it. Carpenter does like his rock music, so it's perhaps inevitable that this sort of thing would creep in. Try and get all this into that later. Michael Myers with a ponytail or a man bun. That's more horrifying, isn't it? You're gonna get the fog glacial aspect very soon. A lot of hair. Not saying much. These bridges, tremendous. Well, this is the fog. And it's very welcome here. Got that relentless surge, continual build-up. Pace and the beat is just wicked. It all comes together. The way it glistens. The Maya's rave. So, guys, what did you think of that? Halloween Triumphant. Yeah, epic track. I love all the Carpenter's music, and straight away this track in particular has leapt into my top 10. Obviously that's an initial reaction, but it's an addictive one, and I'm not usually wrong with a bit of music that gets into me. I become very, very obsessed with it, and I can play it on a loop. I just asked the wife, that's been playing for the past 24 hours, pretty much, on this epic loop. And I won't get tired of it. I will not get tired. Kilt-Man never tires. And God, I've got a couple of hours to go. And then there'll be drunken reviews later. That could be a mistake, couldn't it? I'm having a few bevies after I've seen the film. And then I'm going to come back home and do a review. Have to be seen to be believed. I might even do a little video review in the pub. Whoa, imagine that one. Kilt-Man on location. Right, chaps, I'm going to leave it there. So big shout out to Sacred Bones for their fantastic release of this score. And a massive shout out to big John Carpenter himself. JC, you're back. Man, you're back. Don't care how old you are. Never stop. Just keep going. Kilt-Man says, John Carpenter, keep it Celtic, keep it synth, keep it awesome. Right, till next time. Later.